like share a testimony on like your relationship?
Oh yes, I think that was one of the things where like I had to ask the Lord for
Yes.
something.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa, aka Anna Vanessa, and today I have a very special guest, Pewa. Pewa, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Pewa. It's actually no Pewa, but you can call me Pewa. It's easier.
Yeah.
Pewa Nakamwe to be specific. So yeah, I'm just a girl, just winging it. Yeah.
Pewa, tell us, you have a YouTube channel. It's been doing great.
Yes,
tell us
it
about
has.
that.
Yeah, but it gets challenging
Yeah.
though. Like where my first video I had like 100 and something views.
Yeah.
Now my last video I have like 30.
Yeah, no, it fluctuates. I can also relate to that. 'Cause
Yeah,
some of my
but-
videos are like 100 and then you have one that's like 3,000.
Yeah.
Like I'm also just like,
Yeah, like what's happening. Yes, I
Yeah.
do have a YouTube channel. I just talk about things,
Yeah.
you know, like what's happening, you know, life, God, relationships.
Yeah.
So you guys, you can check it out.
I will link it down in the description box below so that you guys can just go check it out. She has really cool videos, advice as well. I feel really blessed when I watch that, like the videos on. I think you have like a finance series, like how to budget
Yes.
and all of that.
I'm
Showing
so passionate about the budgeting
Yeah,
thing
no,
actually.
it's
The other time a colleague of mine, I don't know what she was saying, and I'm like, why don't you budget? And I just felt like, okay, you're being a bit personal now.
Yeah.
But
No,
I'm
but
passionate about it.
it's really such a blessing because I know for most of us that like shopping, it gets really hard when you get money, and like watching your video now you know how to budget, how to use Excel and all of that. So yeah, please do go watch. I'll link the video and her channel in the description box below. So in today's video we're going to be talking about trusting in God and just giving a few testimonies here and there just to encourage you guys as well in this time. Most people are struggling and we just want to be a light and uplift you guys as well.
It's challenging, especially when you like have to reach out to people and you tell them about God and they're like, yeah, but I can't see him. So you keep telling me about this God, but I can't really see him. And faith says it's the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things you cannot see.
Yes.
So for me to believe in God, actually, it's a faith factor. And to really trust that if your word says this, God is not a man, he doesn't lie. And if his word says, you can actually hold God accountable of his word. Like, this is what you said, so I'm believing this is what will come through.
Yeah.
So for me, my moment right now in trusting the Lord is for my knee healing, wholeness, complete healing. So I tore my ACL last year, and you are a doctor. You are in a better position to tell people what ACL is.
I'll write it here, ACL.
So that is all I know, because
Anterior cruciate ligament, like it's the ligament that
that keeps your knee stable.
Yeah.
So I'm a netball player, and that is actually how I tore my ACL. So last year when it happened, I was really hoping that I was just trusting God, like you will heal me.
Yeah.
You are the greatest physician to ever live, and you can do this.
Yeah.
And it didn't get better. I'd actually thought it had gotten better for a while, and I went back to play netball, and it just got worse. Like my knee it was swollen. And then I stopped.
Yeah.
I really, really stopped. And so this year I decided, you know what? Maybe I should do surgery. With a lot of people are very negative, especially a lot of black people. I'm sorry guys, but we are so negative.
Yeah.
We never have a positive outlook on things. And for me, words are really powerful. So what you say can really either mend or
Make
it
you
really
or break you.
yes, make or break. So words, people are like, yeah, when I told people that before I actually had surgery, and even after, when I talk about it, people are like, yeah, knees never heal and whatnot. So I'm in a place where I'm trusting God that if you don't come through for me, it will seem like those people are telling the truth. Like, knees really don't heal. But you are God, and you are all powerful, and you are able to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm really trusting the Lord for full recovery of my knee, so I can go back and play netball again. Because after surgery, I'm a bit impatient. I'm impatient with myself. I want to drive. I think 3 weeks post-surgery, I was actually already driving. It wasn't wise, but I did it. So right now, I'm trusting God to just bring to shame every word that people have spoken, because I have to filter out those words and not believe them or download them into my spirit, because I believe that the Lord, there's a miracle out there for me.
Amen. Amen. Powerful.
Yes.
And you also have a testimony on because at this moment, COVID has been a lot, and so many people have lost their jobs as well. And just to share something to encourage those that are looking for jobs and not to give up. Like Pewa has another amazing testimony that
yes.
she's going to share.
Okay, so I had a job when I applied for the job that I had applied, and for me it was more a thing of I want to grow my resume and also to just grow my career-wise, progression, and grow the money also.
The money has to grow.
That's besides the point. So what happened is I applied last year in November actually, and imagine I applied in November and I only started this year
literally
in September.
Almost a year.
It's almost a year later.
Wow.
So okay, I applied, and after applying there is a process of also trusting that your CV will fall in the right hands, and also that people will see the value of what you can offer. I mean, it's just words. I could have lied, but just this is my CV, so I hope you can consider me for this job.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the call fast enough. So I'm there, I'm trusting God, you know what, Lord, if this is for me, if you want this for me, it's gonna come to pass. The people are going to call me. And I can't remember so well. I think the interview was in March. Somewhere there. It was somewhere there, because there was a process with the time when I applied, and then there was another process again in just waiting for people to say you've made it out of the interview. And when I went to the interview, actually there were so many other guys, and you could feel intimidated for a while, but I don't really feel intimidated that easily. I'm like, if he can do it, I can also. I have something to offer as well, So okay, we go to the interview. It was a really nice interview. I enjoyed it, and I was really just hoping it's not like just one of those false hope things, because I had attended another interview before, and it seemed like the panel and I were on the same page, just to end up like, we regret to inform you, and I'm like, okay. So after the interview, I had to wait again just for the people, for the guys to say, this is the offer. You made it out of the interview. And in the process of waiting, I told the Lord, God, if this is not from you, if you don't want this for me, don't make a way, shut every door, whatever. It was really a bold move. If you tell God, do this for me, the Lord will show you that I can do it. And I told him that if it's not for me, if it's not from you, shut it down. Don't make your way, and give me peace about it. So
it just goes to show that what is for you will always. It will never pass you by.
Yes, never. It never slips out of your hands. And one day I was at the mall with a friend, and one of the ladies from their HR department calls me. She's like, "What are you?" And in that moment, I'm like, I had already given it to the Lord. I wasn't even thinking about it anymore. And she calls me and she's like, "Yeah, are you expecting a call from anybody?" I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Yeah, we're from Huawei. I'm gonna send you the offer now." I'm like, "Okay, God."
Wow. Amen.
Okay. And then I got the offer and I started. It's actually almost over a month ago. I started in September. Wow. And in that process, it's just like, what? Give God some patience. Be patient with Him and wait on Him.
And even in that season, I've learned that even in that season, you're learning something. God is trying to show you what to learn.
Yes.
And I think most of us are not patient enough to figure out, okay, Lord, what, or we don't ask, Lord, what do you want me to learn in this season? And for me personally, where I really have to trust God, and currently am trusting God, is for internship, and as well as for completing what I have to finish still with my pending module and whatnot. So it's something that I beat myself up a lot as well. Something that caused me to, have sleepless nights and whatnot. But I just felt like because I didn't fully trust in God, I had that. It's like I reaped those fruits. Those fruits came because I wasn't trusting in God.
Yeah.
God is always there, and He's like, no, trust me, trust that He can do this.
Yeah.
So for me,
He
always comes through. And if you go to Pewa's channel, you'll find me talking about like my God moment.
Yes.
You really need to watch it. It's on her channel as well, where I really had to trust God. And I know if you're a medical student or if you're in a medical field, you know that it's a lot of work. Not that I'm saying other fields are not a lot of work, but I'm just saying like school, even just school in general, whether you're doing law or psychology or whatever you're doing, it can get a lot at some point. You need to decide, like, if you're gonna be that Christian that's gonna decide to trust in God. Are you gonna let what's around you control you, or let God control the things around you? So it's just to know that you have to keep on trusting in the Lord, and that He will not forsake you nor leave you guys.
Amen.
Even in the storm, that you keep on holding on to Him as well. What are some tips that you could give someone who is currently going through something, and like for me, it's like maybe surrounding myself with people who are like-minded has really helped me to trust in God more. I know it's a thing that starts from within, but me going to like Bible studies and attending events at church has helped me personally to keep my trust going.
And also I think what can actually help as well is words. Speak life over yourself. Don't, when people, like, if somebody tells you that you are a loser, you are ugly and whatnot, you're not a loser. You're made in the image of God, and He has good plans for you. Trust that, believe it. Words, our words are very powerful. The tongue can cut sharp. The word is sharper than a two-edged sword, so it can cut really deep. So be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be hard on yourself. Everything is a process. Everything takes time, and you do not strive for perfection, because I feel like perfection is not realistic.
It's not.
But even your testimonies, life can be a mess, but God can take that mess and turn it into a message.
Amen.
So really, be kind to yourself and be patient with yourself.
Amen.
Trust the
powerful woman of God.
Trust the process.
So thank you so much, Pewa, for joining me today. Guys, I will link her channel in the description box below.
Hopefully it's not the last time that
Hopefully not. You need to like share your testimony on like your relationship.
Oh yes, I think that was one of the things where like I had to ask the Lord for something specific. And He gave it to me. It wasn't big.
And I think like nowadays people, like especially young people, don't think that God can provide that real special person for you. Like that person who understands and will like kind of reaches the standards according to what you see in God's word.
I mean, I didn't have a list like, I want a rich man, I want a handsome guy, I want this. I didn't have that. I just had one simple request. But that is a conversation for another day.
Amen. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do like, subscribe, and go check out Pewa's channel as well, and like her video as well on what we were talking about. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye. Next time.
Bye.